Hey, I'm back. It's been a minute since I posted anything. I like making these videos, so I'm doing another one. Work has been crazy. Oh, shit. I am extremely tired. Yeah. But I have turned in my 2 weeks' notice 2 days ago. So I should not be working there that much longer. Just need to hang in there for another week or two, and then I'm out. Yeah, I just couldn't do it anymore. But doesn't mean I won't be making money because I have internship coming up, and I could do oversight kits if I wanted to as well. But this video is about books. This is another books video because I've been really into getting more books this year and reading more. I'm trying to get more. Goal is to read 100 stories. Not gonna make it. No, I've not even read 50. But or like listen and watch. I just need to consume 100 stories that are longer than an hour. Or so. Or that's maybe not an hour. No, at least an hour. They should be at least an hour to count. But today we are gonna go over the books that I'm getting rid of. One of my friends is having a yard sale next month, and he offered to sell my book for me. So I'm going to go over every single one that I've read or kind of read and rank them based on their experience and how much I enjoyed them. So to start this off, he'll do a book by William Johnson called Hunter's Moons. This book was a Western about this guy who... I don't really remember the plot that well. I remember that he was trying to... I don't even know what he was trying to do. I all I know is that he found this boy, took him into his home. Bunch of stuff happened, a lot of gun stuff, showdowns. It was like a Western. And the book ended with them killing a bear that was killing people, and it was we needed a silver bullet. Besides not actually remembering what the whole plot was, because there was a lot of stuff that happened, and it was a while since I read it. I'll say it was a 6 out of 10. It just was a fun read. I think this Western was cool. Now I'm remembering more, but I probably should rank it lower. But it was, because I don't remember that much, but it was a while ago since I read it. But so yeah, I could read this. You could read the description for a sec. Pause the video. Okay, pause it if you wanted to read that. But yeah, it was alright. Next book is actually, I think, a book my brother read. Then I think from the library, and then I guess someone gave it to me. Or him, I don't know. It's called The Wolf Called Wonder. I don't think I finished this book, but it was cute. I honestly, because like I said, I don't think I even finished the book, but it was an interesting story. It's about a wolf and his family was killed by this other group of wolves, and then he starts wandering around, and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna list it a 4 out of 10. But I feel like animals and stuff, this would be a good thing. It's kind of like the warrior cats, but everyone was about one dog. It's or the wild robot. The wild robot's another one that is good. They could make a movie out of this. But it is more like a kid's book because, as you can see, like there's pictures. There's not that many words. Words are a little big, but yeah, it definitely was made for kids. Probably like tweens. 4 out of 10. I didn't really like vibe this story, but also it's been a while. So yeah, 4 out of 10. The next book is actually multiple books in one, and it's a fantasy book of a series called Forgotten Realms. And it's definitely for a more mature audience. Really big. I don't even know if I can sell this because, like, the cover, it was like this when I got it. This page is very floppy, but I could tape it up. And, like, besides that, it's decent. Yeah, it's basically about, like, these group, the guy, and is part of, like, this magic, I think, what was it? I don't even forgot. It's been a while. But, magic, I think it was a magic school. Yeah, I think it was magic school, and, like, there's a lot of fighting and stuff, like fantasy. Like, one villain, there was, like, undead, they had to go through this. Another one was, like, an elven war or something, and then another one would involve vampires. It was, honestly, 7 out of 10. It was not bad. It was not bad. I think the last book in this collection really, like, got me. I'm like, but the characters evolved pretty well. The villains were good. And, like, there was, like, a lot of building up and, like, character developments and stuff. It was not a bad book. Our books is actually more than one book. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, this was that was Red Dragon. Pretty sure that was, what was that? They were trying to get somewhere, so they used the Red Dragon to go all the way to one spot. But there was definitely a lot of cool fantasy stuff in there. Like I said, it's been a while, so I can't really describe what it was like, but it was definitely a 7 out of 10 read. So yeah, do I read that again? Just in case, like, anyone is, like, looking for new books, these are books I've read. Also, if you want to contact me, if you want any of these books, you can. Probably should edit this because it's gonna be long. Definitely not gonna go over all these books. That's gonna take forever. Next is, I'm not gonna even say this one. This one's, like, you could get that from, like, it wasn't really that good. This one. Definitely probably should have read it when it was older. This is, like, one of my first books when I got started getting into reading. Skipping Christmas. This could definitely be a movie. It was, like, in town movie. But it was funny. So this old couple were planning on going on a vacation. Or some, yeah, they were planning on going on a vacation because, like, the daughter was going out, and when she went to Hawaii, she was gonna have Christmas there. They're like, well, we've never had a Christmas outside of home since their daughter was not gonna be there. So they're like, let's go on vacation. So they start preparing for going on this vacation, getting tan and stuff. And then it was really good. I'm not gonna say anymore, but, like, it was a good. It was good, man. It was cool. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 book. I usually like fantasy, but, like, I think it's just how the story was, and was, like, it was funny. Yeah, May offer by John Grisham. I think this is a book for anyone. Adults, I would let anyone younger than like 15, read that. But even then, you would probably want to look over it. Yeah, 15. I want anyone younger than 15. I wouldn't want to read this. Like, I mean, you could, but I would want you to actually look at it and see the content, because this is definitely for like an older audience. So like, if your child's 8, I would not let him read it. Alright, let's see. I don't even remember what this book was about. Oh, okay, now I remember. Similar to, it was like the last one, except for it was like a murder. It was like a mystery, like where they found a gun in some basement and stuff. It was okay. I have like 2 books like this. I think someone gave me these books. I have another one like this. It's probably more on the bottom, but yeah, if you like mysteries and like trying to solve stuff, but like it wasn't. Yeah, it's like a mystery. Find again. There was no murder. But there was another book like this that I enjoyed more, because it involved dogs and stuff. It was cute. It was cute. But it was okay. It was okay. Honestly, it was just okay. I would say 5 out of 10. I don't have any recollections of like that much of it going on. But I finished the book. 5 out of 10. Here it is. This one's another murder mystery, or like mystery, like crime and stuff. There's like bad. The dog who knew too much. It was good. The characters developed. Yeah, this was definitely good. And just the concept as well. It was a good concept. I want to quick description. Basically, there's this famous dog that these 2 owners have. They live in this. It's like a vacation land. Like the place where they live is like where people go on holidays. And they like run or like work at this hotel and stuff. And during the plot of the book, focus on these celebrities who come over who want to like film a show with the dog and stuff. So it was like a balance between that, and then there's also like the mystery aspect, because I think one of the actors was murdered, and nobody knows who is it. And I think it was one of the actors who did it. I don't remember who it, but it was an interesting read. So yeah. Most of these books I don't remember. It's been a while. I was also younger. It's just like a pastime thing. But this was a cool book. It's a magic card book. I never learned how to use it. If anyone wants to learn how to do magic card tricks, I'm probably posting this on YouTube, because like this is way too long for short time. I mean, usually 10 minutes, but anyone wants a book about how to do magic tricks, contact me or something. This was one of my. Shoot, I don't know if even I should be able to giving these away. This is my younger brother's, but he didn't take it. He's not coming back. I don't think I want to give it to him. Alright, we'll put this aside. I'll put it aside. One of the most more famous books I have, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Definitely recommend your young teens read these. They're good to getting into reads. They're really quick, like not that many words, and it's a fun story. I had a lot of fun reading these when I was younger. Yeah. I'm sad to get into it sooner, but like, yeah, these were fun reading it younger. I'm not gonna read any more. I might to bigger, longer stories. I don't even know if I could sell this many. So it's just like worn down facts about Noah's Ark and stuff. Honestly, what I did with this book was just look at the pictures most of the time. I think there was a couple I think I did read a little bit about this, but like most of it, I just read the pictures, looked at the pictures when I was younger. This is not an interesting book. Although, like, yeah, Noah's Ark. Go to church. You don't need a book for this. Unless you're really into Noah's Ark. Who knows? I think it was my brother or something. Who knows? Now, these books are definitely 9s or 10s. The Hobbit, it was a good book read. Fantasy book. Although there was definitely better fantasy books, but The Hobbit is still a really good fantasy. It's like, I think this is like the father of fantasy to me. Like, or like something. This is definitely one of the top 10 fantasy books in there. And like, if you haven't watched the movies, and you want, or if you have watched the movies, read the books as well. I read The Hobbit before I watched the Hobbit trilogy. There was definitely differences. I will say that. There was things that happened in the book that didn't happen in the movies. But then it was a good read. I liked the story in general. The characters were good. Definitely a 9 out of 10 read. Now, this book I bought on Amazon, and it was... I can't believe I'm partying with this. But I'm not reading it again. I just don't have space. Maybe I want to keep that. I might keep this. This book is made by a YouTuber I watch, who like does art of characters and also makes up stories for them. So what he did is that he did the art for all of these on a video. Each of these are like one video each. Then he combines all of his art and storytelling from it and puts it into one book. He's done this a couple times. But like he also could like listen to it as like a short time form podcast. So that's what I did. I read Vigilance, and then there was other stories. He's a good writer and artist. I wouldn't say he's good at combining both of them. He doesn't have that many subscribers, but Popcar Studios. If you want to check that out, I recommend it. He really has a really creative mind, and like at the end of every video, he tries to give us a positive note. I like that. I've definitely been doing some more sketchy stuff. No, not like sketchy. I just like more different than his older videos. He's been changing it up, but like definitely, he's a lot of videos out, a lot of cool art. 10 out of 10 book. Just because I just really like the author and the characters. Okay, the art. I'm rating it too high. I'm biased here. It's 10 out of 10. The story is not the best, but it is really good. The story does go well. There's better books to read, but like this book, I can't wait for it. He's gonna make another one. He's gonna make a sequel to this. It's good. Alright. Now, this is a book that I read called The Travel Team. It was about this. It was about this team on basketball. They played basketball. That's all I remember. I think back at it, I think more like that. All I don't remember, they played basketball. But my brain's telling me it was a good read. But like, I'm not really big into the sports stuff, but it's okay. You know what? 5 out of 10. It was a 5 out of 10 book. But if you like basketball, it's a book about young basketball. It's like these are like this is a good teen book. If you want to get your teen and he likes basketball, we're gonna make him read this one. I can't get rid of that one. Yeah. So we have another book that I probably should put these back. These are not. I'm gonna put these in a box, keep them because they are my brothers. I can't take photos of them. Another one. It says. Now, I don't need this book anymore because I have a phone so I can look at my own riddles. But as a younger person, biggest riddle book in the world, it has a lot of riddles and some of their jokes. And I think if you're someone who likes that or just like wants to have a good time, it's like a good thing to do with your family. What is the snappiest snake? A gator snake. Yeah, some of them are riddles, but a lot of them are jokes, so it's like a joke book. So I like that stuff. Alright. This book, so a part of series, I'm not gonna show that yet. The back of this is like torn, but believe it or not, you remember Guinness World Records? This is kind of like that, but they're not records. It's interesting facts that you wouldn't really usually know. I think it was like good for younger, but like as an adult, like right now I'm 17, almost an adult, turning 18 this year. Jeez, that's crazy. But as a young person, has a lot of interesting facts for like people who like learning stuff about cultures, different things, and just some interesting stories. I think this is definitely good for teens. If you want them to get them rereading and they're like, oh, I like facts, I like that stuff. I have other books like that. And next is Weird But True. You might have heard about these. I have 2 of them right here. Weird But True, dinosaurs. I used to love dinosaurs, so that's probably why I got it. Another one, this one's my brother, so it was Ocean Outlet. Yeah. Another good read for young kids. This is for young people. Looks who's serving first base, and it's, I think, yeah, you like other words, but which is like, it used to be a library book as well. Not anymore. I don't know where we got this, but like you can see it's crossed out. I think they like sold it or something. Yeah. No. Man, this book is older than me, but it's a good book. About like baseball and like player from like a different country, a different area. He was left-handed. It was interesting. It definitely a good book for your young people. 7 out of 10. I'm saying like all of these are good books, but that's because I'm biased. I was like, yeah, so it's good I'm going through these because what was Minecraft? I just saw this. I don't know. I think I was like 13 or 14 when I read this. Yeah, Minecraft is like, if you kids like Minecraft, get them to read this. There's story. It involves, there is like, your kids will get the references for game things, but they are really good. Minecraft books. If you like Minecraft, you'll enjoy these. 6 out of 10. Now, I might be giving high scores right now, because I was like, as a younger reader, these were like what building blocks. So I didn't know what was good quality storytelling. Now that I'm older, I am more judgmental. Because there is books I will not read. I have a book right now I can't finish. I'm not gonna say the books that I usually don't like, but it's yeah. Adventures Tintin. This is a book that's also a movie. Definitely good for younger viewers. It's like a treasure finding thing. Like a boxcar children. I think this is kind of like, except for Adventures Tintin. Yeah. I read this word for word. The script is based off the book. I remember, I think I read the book and then like 2 years later, I watched the movie. I'm like, they copied the whole entire book. There was no changes. It was just the book. 4 out of 10. Because I saw it twice. Doesn't mean it was the best story. It wasn't the best story, but it's 4 out of 10. Now, I didn't finish this book, and I don't know if I want to. Like the other ones, it's a novel, and it's like something that could actually happen. It was about this real estate, these guys, there's this house, and like they're trying to fix it up, and like, isn't it for adults? This is a book for adults who like reading about three guys trying to make a living off of this job, make a lot of money off of this job to get their families out of poverty. Or they're not poverty, they just want to get the money because they're like, this is like the big job. It's like, but their client is the problem because she's really picky. I think one of the characters falls, she's really hot in the book or something, but check it out if you want. This is about a kid who goes viral off of a video. I think. I don't know. Another how to survive middle school. Make your kid read this before they go into middle school, I guess. Not really gonna teach you anything, but. And then this book. The Vision, the Final Quest to Call, does have. I think this is one of the books I won't get rid of because, so yeah. And I recommend this probably is best. There's another couple of books I probably showed. Really short read. If you're trying to get your kids reading, and he's like in fourth grade, get him to read this one. It was the Hardy Boys. Yeah, he could read. Someone could read this. Yeah, so your 8-year-old would read this. And I don't remember, so it's a 1 out of 10. That's experience for me. I don't remember what it was about. And the final book that I will be sending over to the yard sale, unless anyone wants them, and we could talk about me giving them to you. This is just to get me to clear a lot of my stuff, because if I had a bookshelf, no, and also I don't want these anymore. I don't want them. Book of Wacky Cars. It's a fun book for young people. 8 years old, 7, 6, whatever, depending on how good your reading is. Anyone can read this. I wouldn't recommend adults. You probably won't enjoy this. Alright, that's all the books that I'm went over. That took 30 minutes. I'm posting this on YouTube because nobody's going to watch it on Facebook or Instagram. But if you want to check out my Facebook and Instagram, I will try setting up a link for that. I'm tired. A lot of work happened this week. Bye.